Let's take a look at what to expect in tomorrow's Standard newspaper. And the front page there, the headline reading, the ID scandal. The story here about the arrest of 26 suspects in a fast-growing citizenship for sale racket has added fresh urgency to concerns that President Ruto's decision to scrap security vetting for ID applicants in northern Kenya and other border counties has opened a dangerous loophole. Critics who warned the decree will be exploited now feel vindicated as racketeers, rogue clerks and middlemen collude to dish out Kenyan nationality at a fee. Investigators say Northeastern has emerged as one of the biggest beneficiaries of the fraud, with criminal networks exploiting the relaxed rules to slip foreigners through the system and undermine national security. Well, that story in tomorrow's Standard newspaper in pages 4 and 5, of course.
Watu ambao wanakuja mara nyingi hata wengi watu wazuri ni watu ambao wamefanya makosa. Na sisi tunafungua mpaka tukionana namna hii. Ile matatizo ambayo yatakuja kwa taifa la Kenya kwa sababu ya kitu kufungua mipaka na kuondoa vetting ya vitambulisho, tusipochunga tutakuja kulia. We are going to cry.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, according to the video clips that we have begun with, it's a clear indication that President William Ruto miscalculated his move in the early of this year 2025 when he waived the ID requirement or the mandatory ID vetting in the northeastern parts of Kenya, where he actually waived and gave free access to Somali migrants that were actually seeking Kenyan citizenship. And allow me to tell you, this has come to bite President William Ruto early enough. And what does this actually sell to us? It tells us that this country will be plugged into one of the most chaotic things that will happen in this country in a few years to come. President William Ruto, all he cares about is his win for the presidency, for him to actually secure a second term as the President of the Republic of Kenya. But what he does not know is that the moment he made the decision of actually opening our borders to immigrants who are not with the good intentions of this country at heart, is the moment he sank this country into one of the most chaotic scenes that will take place in the Republic of Kenya. Allow me to dig deep into a story that was today published by the Standard newspaper. It is a story that actually opens our eyes towards something that we actually had forgotten for some days right now. Authorities, as of yesterday, uncovered a criminal network comprising of national security by illegal issuing vital government documents, leading to the arrest of 26 individuals, including civil servants and intermediaries. The sting operation revealed that civil servants, local chiefs and middlemen collaborated to bypass procedures and unlawfully provide national identity cards, passports and birth certificates. The arrest of 26 people followed a two-day operation targeting government employees and private individuals suspected of facilitating the unlawful acquisition of these documents. Those apprehended included officers from the National Registration Bureau, staff from the Directorate of Immigration, local chiefs, financiers behind the schemes and middlemen who expected document processing through corrupt means. The DCI stated that the operation was triggered by mounting intelligence indicating a structured system of collusion within government offices. And I quote, "In a meticulous coordinated operation, detectives have arrested 26 individuals implicated in the unlawful and unprocedural acquisition of vital government documents, including national identity cards, passports, birth certificates, and foreigner alien ID cards, among others, the DCI statement read. Now, the agency added that investigators discovered how officials entrusted with safeguarding national registration systems allegedly violated protocols for personal gain, enabling unverified individuals to obtain credentials that grant legal identity, access to services, and cross-border movement. Quoting, investigations have uncovered a disturbing network of collusion, where civil servants brazenly bypassed laid down procedures, exploiting their positions to facilitate the illicit registration and issuance of sensitive documents. This criminal enterprise severely compromises the integrity of government systems and exposes the country to the grave security risks, including the undocumented entry and exit of individuals, the DCI said. Now, during the coordinated searches, detectives recovered materials that should only be found inside government offices. This included field and blank ID application forms, fingerprints taking equipment such as slabs and rollers, birth and death certificates, passports, official government stamps, and various registration materials. These items were found hidden in private homes belonging to some of the suspects. All 26 individuals are currently in custody undergoing joint processing under a multi-agency team ahead of their court appearance. Detectives said the search for the accomplices still at large is ongoing. This operation underscores the unwavering commitment of law enforcement agencies to safeguard the integrity of government systems and hold accountable all those who exploit them for personal gain, DCI said. Now, the agency assured the public that investigations will continue until every leak in the registration system is sealed. Ladies and gentlemen, President William Ruto bite himself in the big toe. It is not something that you can assume normal. It is believed that individuals, more so individuals linked to the Alshabaab militia in Somalia, have been trying to gain access to Kenya, but due to the ID requirement, the mandatory ID vetting processes that was placed in the northeastern parts of Kenya and within the Kenyan borders, actually denied them the chances to infiltrate this country. But since the president waived the ID requirements in February in February this year, this actually gave the AS militia a way of accessing Kenya. And let me tell you, when we say immigrants, we don't mean the Somalis that are actually escaping the war-stricken areas to actually seek refuge in Kenya. We are speaking about the terrorist group, the Alshabaab, which has been an enemy number one of this republic called Kenya. When President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta took over power as the president of the Republic of Kenya, this country was under several attacks of this group. But due to the measures that he put in place, he ensured that the sovereignty of this republic is safeguarded for so many years. But President William Ruto saw Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta as a madman and went ahead to waive those requirements. So now these people, the AS has money. You heard the other day that the American government had received reports of a syndicate that was recently operating in Minneapolis and Minnesota that used to send billions of dollars to Kenya, and this money was actually being used to fund Al-Shabaab in Somalia, to fund its operation, to fund its weapon buying. Are we together? Now, these people have everything they required to actually stage an attack in the Republic of Kenya. Are we together? President William Ruto gave them a free pass just because he wanted to ensure that he secures his second term as the president of the Republic of Kenya. Sasa alipatia access kwa wahuni wauaji ambao wamekuwa ni maadui wa Kenya nambari moja kwa miaka mingi sana. Wamekuwa wakitafuta jinsi ambavyo wataweza kucripple this economy, jinsi ambavyo they will hit this country to cripple it. Now they have gotten the means. When you wave such things like the ID vetting, now that actually opens the doors of how people, corrupt people like you who are in this government, can actually do everything in their power to secure little money as they give IDs to those that are actually denied their ID cards by the government. So they gain ID cards through the back door. Sasa, for them, they are officially Kenyan citizens. Wanakuja nchini Kenya, now they have access to everything in Kenya. They can stage any attack they want. Apart from that, they can even travel to different countries where they can plan an attack in those countries. And they will they will actually execute an attack in those countries, actually fronting themselves as the citizens of the Republic of Kenya. Unasikia wanaitishwa 1,100 tu upewe ID. Hata ukiwa wewe ni Alshabaab hawataki kujua. Wao watachukua pesa yako 1,100, utapatiwa ID, utapatiwa all the legal documents that you require to be actually recognized as a citizen of the Republic of Kenya. Na utapewa, na utaingishwa kwa system. So, I mean, how does President William Ruto sit down right now and look at this thing and actually ask himself these questions? Because, I mean, you also Natembeya tell him. Natembeya alimwambia. When Natembeya spoke, all they said, eti una Twitter, when Gachagua spoke on Natembeya, wakaanza kusema, eti they are referring to the Somalis or the Boranas in this country as terrorists or as militias. No, we know our brothers that are born and raised in this republic who are of the Somalian heritage. We have lived and grown up with them. We played football together. We went to school together. We grew up together. So you can't tell me those are people that would want anything bad to happen to this republic, because they are citizens of this republic and they will defend this republic with everything they got. But there are those that are actually coming from Somalia because borders zimefunguliwa. Sasa wao wanakuja, wanaingia nchini na wanaanza mikakati na mipango yao. I tell you, we can actually predict that something bad will befall the presidency of William Ruto kabla ya yeye kuondoka katika mamlaka ambayo anashikilia kama rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Something big, and he himself will regret the decision that he made. Ameanza kuona matunda ndio hayo. Unasikia wanakamatwa 26 government officials ambao walikuwa wanapanga wana issue IDs kupitia mlango wa nyuma. Ladies and gentlemen, where are we headed as a country? I mean, can we trust this man to safeguard the sovereignty of this republic? It's a question. Ni swali la balaga ambalo nakuachia wewe mtazamaji. Make sure una subscribe, tuungane katika video zetu zijazo. Hii ni The Kenyan Daily Report. Mimi ni TF Mwenda.